Welcome to the No Cap Sports Show podcast, where sports and convos collide. I am your host, Fredo.
I'm your co-host, Kobe the Cobra Turner.
Jumping all over me. And I'm your other co-host, Mills Lane. Good evening, fellas.
Hey, what it do?
What's up, fam? What's up?
Hey, look. And I'm Greg Jones, y'all.
That's
right.
There
it is, aka GWIZ, if you don't know.
Yes, sir. All our family and fans and viewers and listeners out there, we got this special guest, G Jones, with us tonight on the show. He is a DC basketball legend. You can't talk about basketball in DC or the DMV without mentioning Greg Jones. He went on to West Virginia, was a standout player there, and we just going to chop it up with him, have a good time. And let's learn about a legend tonight. All right.
There it is.
So look, people want to know about you, G. So we're gonna jump right into it.
Let's go.
So we all know about the legendary ball player that you became, but I think what people don't know is, where did it start for you? When did a basketball get placed in your hand, and who motivated you to pick up the basketball?
Yeah, that's a good question. Well, for me, man, growing up right in Washington, D.C., Northwest, my grandfather built a court in my backyard, man. And all my friends, they come to my house to play ball. So it all started there, along with Bruce Monroe Elementary School and Banneker Recreation Center. That's where I spend the majority of my life at, just on that court right there, from getting there, playing ball, go pump some gas as a youngin' and make some money, go get a steak and cheese, and right back to the court. So it all started there, right there, up and down the Georgia Avenue corridor.
Okay. So when did you know that you were special? Like when you knew like this game can take me somewhere?
Man, to be honest, Kobe, man, people tell me that. I just received some tapes, like I was telling you the other day, some of my older youth tapes. I can't wait to get them transferred over to DVD so I can see them. But I really wanted to see myself that young, with all the naysayers and the people saying how good I was. Me, I knew I wanted to always be in the NBA and play ball. But as a youngster, that was my dream. But, man, I know it's a hard road. Everybody can't make it. But I know I took it as far as I could take it. And I have no regrets about nothing about hooping.
Yeah.
Greg, what were some of your tough competition coming up in high school? And you can name drop, because we all from the area.
Oh, I'm going to name drop, because coming up, man, you talk about DC or just
DC?
Period?
Let's start at home.
Well, with 93 was the year I graduated. It definitely was a different era of basketball than today. I'm not saying it's not good now, but the y'all know, but I played along with Moochie Norris. That was my backcourt mate in Cadoza. Yes. So me, Moochie, Pep Tyson, my good buddy Pep at Dunbar, Mike Powell at Anacostia, my good brother Gary Tutu Johnson at Phelps. The list goes on. Like, it seemed like every in-high school that year had 2 or 3 goons on their team. Trey Webster, Dominguez Bundy at Coolidge, HD Wood. Everybody was. It was a boatload of talent the years I came out. So, my toughest, was that the question? Was my toughest, or
who was your toughest? Or who motivated you to take it there, where you knew when you got on the court with them, it was gonna be a Commanders Cowboys game?
You want the honesty?
No.
You want the honesty?
I want the raw, but I'm sorry, that was a little chip shot at Fredo. My bad.
I ain't see nobody.
Hey,
I I ain't see nobody.
That's what I'm talking about.
But to be honest though, like my career, that Dunbar Cadoza game was something for me to really get up for. I think out of my little 3 years of high school, I think I probably beat Dunbar one time. Like they always had a hotbed of talent there. Like I said, with Pep, Claude Green, Nathan Langley, a host of other good guys was coached by a good coach with Coach McLeese.
Yes,
they was a tough out with that Dunbar crew.
Coach McLeese.
Yeah. So I really tried that Dunbar Cadoza game was like my Redskin Cowboys game.
Hey, GWIZ, tell us about your experience playing in the backcourt with Moochie Norris, man. Just tell us what that was like. Just give us a visual, man, because that has to be one of the best combos.
Yeah, it was a blessing. It was a blessing for me because Moochie, I know a lot of people know or don't know, but Moochie was at Dunbar first. For some reason, he wasn't really playing a lot. It was just a blessing in disguise. Me and Moochie played against each other like in a lot of summer leagues and that type of thing. But he told me he was coming to Cadoza, man. It just changed the whole dynamic for me and for him. Like my 11th grade year, I averaged 30 points. That was just really being wide open off the strength of him moving that ball around. So he was a big help to my career in high school, and it made it so much easier for me.
Wow. So look here. Okay. You're a two-time All-Met player. I think you, like I said, you made All-Met your junior year and your senior year. And for some reason, your senior year, there we go. Okay, for some reason, your senior year, you made second team. I don't know. Somebody explained to me why you didn't make first team. I didn't get that. You averaged 27 points per game, man. I don't get that at all.
So what I was told, because I before my grandparents passed, I had so much of my news articles. So it was a big thing in the Washington Post about me not really making All-Met. And two of the guys who was real good friends of mine, I'm not gonna say their name, but two of the guys who were good friends of mine, they went to private schools. So I think that I was told that gave them the edge. It was too many inner high guys, and granted they made noise at those private schools. But I just didn't get the nod for some reason. And I always straighten people up because people always say, man, Greg made All-Met. Man, my senior year, I didn't. I was bamboozled. But at the same time, no knock on the people who made it, but that was just a no-brainer. An obstacle that I overcame. It's all good.
Yeah, it's all good, man. Because like I said, that year, you talking about, like I said, you averaged 27 a game. You that scoring list with Lewis Bullock, Frank McQueen, Dink Peters, Joey Beard, Nate Langley, Greg Williams. Oh my gosh, like you said, man.
Pretty much everybody you named in that list went to Division I basketball too. But it's a lot of people who made that All-Met team that year that it was nothing further. So
you're right. True story, bro.
Yeah, and you was definitely tearing up inner high, G Jones. You was tearing up DC ball. You was tearing up DMV ball. And I never told you this, but you were one of the people that I used as motivation. So I started my basketball career late, and '93 was my introduction to high school basketball.
It ain't seem like it. It ain't seem like it.
It didn't seem like it.
And before I met you, the first exposure I got of you was in the Washington Post. So I used to read the Washington Post, like, I want to see who the top players are in the area. And this particular week, you was Washington Post Player of the Week. You know, you do the little post that. Yeah. And you had like 100-some points in 3 games or something like that.
Yeah.
So I was like, who the hell is this G Jones dude? I was like, okay, I gotta get on the court, work on my game, because that's my competition. I got to get to that level. So I never told you that, bro, but you definitely was motivation for me.
I appreciate that. And like for me, I didn't really get my growth spurts. So like it was late, because when I first got like in the high and playing ball, everybody was talking about, man, Lil Greg and Romeo Roach. Lil Greg and Romeo. We were so small. Yes, I got my growth spurts so late that, man, I was just blessed to have the talent to do what I did with a little skinny body. Never lifting the weights and none of that. So I was just, spend multiple hours on that court, man, to get to where I wanted to go.
Yeah. So we know you was a superstar at Cardozo, but what AAU mob did you run with?
I played with Executive 3.
Yes, sir.
Like
tell them again.
Yeah, that was one of the first
AAU team ever.
True
man,
story.
That's when they had like 4 AAU teams around the whole area. If you wasn't on that team right there, like see right now, no knock on it. It's 100 AAU teams. Everybody's all over the place.
Yeah.
Like back then, they was taking the top of the top, and we was going to Florida representing. And that's what I like, because I had my own AAU organization, DC Top Flight. All my kids are in college right now. So I was always like, man, why are we bumping heads against each other? We need to like get the best of the best and go down to Wild World of Sports and play, and stop meeting at the run and shoot and just try and knock each other head off. Then we go out Florida, we losing because everybody they stacking the deck against us.
True story.
So Executive 3, Mr. Bates, man, Coach Lou Wilson, man, I don't know where I would have been without Harold Bates, man. Cause like me coming out of Cardozo, I go to my coach's office, man, I have shoe boxes full of letters all over the place, but I didn't really know my next move though. Like my next move, man, I took the SAT maybe once. Like no preparation coming out of high school. I love my school. No preparation coming out of high school. Took the SAT once. So that's why I immediately went the JUCO route or no route. Mr. Bates made some calls, man. Man, come on, you going down to Texas, man. I got you, Lamont Gundy, Black T. Roy, man. We had like 7 DC guys on one team in JUCO in Jacksonville, Texas. Wow. It was a no-brainer, man. We had so much fun down there. We won. All of us went to college. Choo came down there, man. It was good, man. So if it wasn't for Mr. Bates, me playing Executive 3 ball, and man, I don't know where I would have been.
Shout out to Mr. Bates.
I love that. One of my questions was going to be who gave you, the best advice and who helped to
Harold Bates
to put you on. So
Harold Bates.
Would you, now that you are returning the favor with young players now, what would you say would be the best piece of advice that you can give them based on the missteps that you may have had coming up?
Well, the best advice I give to a lot of kids who I coach and train right now is really don't follow where everybody else is going. Everybody has their own path. You have to get in a situation, in a position of a high school, college, wherever it is, that fits your style. And that's like one of the reasons, like I went to West Virginia University. They was never on my radar as far as me getting recruited. But like I said, the obstacles I had to take to really just to get to Division I, it was kind of like some last option stuff. Al Iverson did what he did in the Big East. I'm trying to come right behind. I don't care what schools they say Big East, TV games, ESPN, man, sign me up.
Right.
So you try to make the right choice for you, not for what people posting on Instagram. I got 90 offers here, 30 offers here. You might got to go to PG Community College and do a different route, whatever fits you.
Right.
That's some great advice. Well, one of the burning questions I got to ask you, I am a Syracuse fan from Sherman Douglas, Ronnie Cycli, you name it, Sam, Lawrence Moten, for those of you who
I will say you better not forget that name.
Yes, sir.
I will say you better not forget that name.
How
so it was Ronnie Cycli.
That's right.
Yeah, Sam, Lawrence Moten.
How did you slip through their fingers? Was it just because you had to kind of maneuver and pivot in a different direction? But I just cannot believe as many talented players from DC that Jimmy B has pulled up there. How did you slip through their fingers?
Well, like I was telling you, me coming from JUCO, and like I said, I led the nation in scoring 2 years in a row in Jacksonville, Texas.
Okay.
I'm gonna give y'all some leak law that I don't really supposed to give y'all, but for my man coach. Okay. I went to after I left Jacksonville, I came home for 1 year, not playing no basketball, going to UDC trying to get more credits to get to a Division I school.
Mm-hmm.
So I went to another junior college in Kansas, Salina, Kansas, called Brown Mackey. So two of my buddies are there. I didn't play not one game with Brown Mackey, not one basketball game, and still was highly recruited from Syracuse to everybody, maybe except from Duke and North Carolina.
Wow.
I didn't touch everybody. So that Syracuse was very high on my radar. Was very high on my radar. But like I said, my clock was ticking. So I had to make something happen. So to me, it was my top choices was Syracuse, your school. I was supposed to go to Fresno State with Rayford Austin.
Hey.
Me and Rayford Austin will be in the backcourt at Fresno State.
Hey.
And I think my second choice, and then I had like a Virginia Union maybe because when Ben Wallace just did what he did down there, they was getting guys. I said I can go down here, average like 50, 60 and just walk straight through the door. So I did get him an opportunity. I did get him a look. I did give him an opportunity. But like I was just blessed to be recruited pretty much by everybody. Like the mail never stopped. And Syracuse was definitely one of my places I would have loved to be. They set the zone all day, had to chase nobody, play a whole lot of defense. Shoot the ball. Just shoot the ball.
No Georgetown? No Georgetown consideration?
Nah, and for me with Georgetown, it was I think
Vic was over there then.
That's my man, but I'm gonna get
Vic came in 95, 96.
I think.
Yep.
Yeah, so with the Georgetown thing, like Coach Thompson was like a father figure to me, and I don't know if I scared Georgetown off. Cause like y'all was scared, like y'all was saying, like me going in the Earl and playing up the Kennel League, I just had a hell of a following. Like I'm coming to the gym and 75 people, 50 people follow me to the gym. So Big John, what advice you should always give me is, Greg, your surroundings, Greg, man. You'll like I had an entourage type thing. So I don't know, I scared Georgetown off, to be honest. And for me to be home, it was probably better for me to leave at that time. To be honest, because I knew myself and I knew I kind of had 1 foot in, 1 foot out hooping, but still,
Yeah.
So Big John used to always give me that advice. Rest in peace, Big John. Like, man, why you all them boys following you, Greg? I said, man, they're my friends. They just want to come to the game.
Right.
So I don't think the Georgetown thing probably would have worked for me, even though all my friends was in my best interest. It was no doubt about it. Like without them seeing me through school, not really having a job ever in life, man, get your ass off the corner, go here, take this, go buy a steak and cheese and get your ass out of here. Like they was a pillar of my career too. Hooping and on and off the court. Because I had some bad friends who really pushed me too.
Right.
Who didn't even go to college, who didn't even play college ball. But me playing with them every day kind of helped me to be who I became.
What I remember, and I came out of high school in 95. So what I remember about you was it was quiet for a minute. And this is when you were probably moving around the JUCO circuit. But when you were announced that you were playing ball at West Virginia, everybody, this area went off. We started watching West Virginia basketball. Yeah. So kudos to you for having the talent. And I know the fella's gonna ask you about the Killer Cross, so I'm gonna just back up off of that.
Hey, before I do anything, hey Kobe, do we got somebody to add in? Do we need to add in?
No.
Okay, I thought it was somebody else at the bottom that we need to add in. Okay, I just want to make sure. Yeah. Hey, GWIZ, let me ask you this, man. So you already told us about your recruit. I want to go back. Did you play at Nike camp?
Never played in none of those camps.
Okay, I thought you had played in Nike camp. Okay, so
Bruce Monroe Recreation was my camp. Look, hey, and for real, like I said, being young like that with my parents, we wasn't poor, but it was just I never really got an opportunity to really go to stuff like that. I was just on that concrete, just playing.
Yeah.
Okay, so you end up going to West Virginia. Mm-hmm. Tell us about your experience playing with Gail Catlett.
Gail Catlett was crazy, man. He was something else. Good human being, but a crazy coach. So me going to West Virginia, my whole career, I never really ran into a coach with so much power struck like that. He was a good guy off the court, but he was one of those guys like, man, I played with Jerry West, and he was my roommate. And one of his favorite quotes I couldn't stand, you DC New York guys think you're so much better than everybody. So with me, like I said, my clock was ticking. Like West Virginia wasn't really my style of play, but I just had to get somewhere. I had to do something. So me at West Virginia, like I said, I don't regret anything about the school, about the friends that we group chat all week, all still to this day, love them to death. But like if I really had coming out of high school, like just some proper guidance, West Virginia would have never been on the radar, to be honest.
Yeah, because I felt, that like what Mills just said, man. I mean, the anticipation was crazy, man, to catch a West Virginia game, because like I said, I got in front of that TV probably at 30 minutes, an hour before the game came on, man. I was excited, wanted to see you. That first year, I was angry as shit at damn Gil Catlett. I felt he held you back. I'm like,
yeah, it was definitely a different transformation for me from never not playing to like seeing people who had them buried under the ground at different schools and at Rucker Park and different places. They out there shining, and I'm like, man, what I got to do?
Right.
So he was just stuck in his ways. He was an old school coach, and I just know if I had 4 years anywhere, it would have been a wrap. So I basically played 1 year Division I basketball. My first year at West Virginia, I wasn't playing really too much at all. So,
but like I said, that you were so memorable, Greg. This is the thing. I mean, this 20-some years later, I can remember you clearing it out and you taking the ball out up the court, and it's a man defense, and you showing off. Like, I mean, I can remember. I have those memories of you. So, the fact that you got as far as you did on raw talent says a lot.
And then not only that, you saw what he did to Connecticut in that game, that Big East game of the week. Dick Vitale was doing that game. He was going crazy. You hit that game winner, bro.
Yeah, I started 6 games. I averaged like 23 in 6 games. So I could just imagine if I was a 30-minute a game guy. That's easy, averaging 20-something in the Big East, easy.
Did you think about transferring at any point?
I did. That was that Virginia Union move. But see, Division I basketball is so much fun and so much little perks, and you had to really sit down and look yourself in the mirror. Because I always looked at I'm gonna wake up away. All I need is one shining moment. Yeah. So I had a long talk with my mom, and I was having a lot of fun at West Virginia. Don't get me wrong. So I just went on and stuck it out, man. Because I said I get up here and just play a little bit. I can get somebody camp and do anything, man. Anything is possible. But I was really on a frustrated level to really want to transfer. But West Virginia was so much fun. I had a lot of fun there, though, man.
That's what's up.
Yeah, and to G Jones' point, we actually got to play against West Virginia. I think it was my sophomore, junior year in college. We met up in the championship game of the San Juan Shootout.
San Juan, Puerto Rico.
Yes, sir. And I remember I was telling all my teammates, man, they got a dude over there, Greg Joe. He a monster. So I remember playing that game. You was in and out the game, and everybody like, I thought, your man. I was like, I don't know what's going on over there, but I'm telling y'all, though, none of y'all want to see him.
They lucky, Cole.
Yeah. We always lucky, But you was at West Virginia with another DMV superstar, Damian Owens. How was that? How was that experience?
Yeah, I got a similar game, Kobe. If you know it now, do you think so?
Yeah, it was 2 people I was always compared with coming out of the area, and Damian Owens was one, and Mike Gill was the other.
Thrill.
I remember Mike Gill, yes.
Yeah, you had to have one in there. That's 2 good comparisons right there. And that game, you and Dio actually went at it that game. Both of y'all had good games that game too, Cole.
Yeah. So if you look at any publication, Slam magazine, whatever the case you may look into, you're listed as one of the top 50 street ballers of all time. Anywhere you look at, your name is in there.
Right.
When did that come in fruition? When did you become a street ball legend? When, like, did you get your nickname from playing street ball? Like, did you get it here in DC, or did you get it out of town?
Nah, you're right, but I think that Rucker Park really solidified it though, man. Like, cause I was like, even here at Berry Farms, they got the little top 20 list or whatever you call it, man. They was kind of like debating, not really having me on there, cause saying I didn't play enough games in DC, but I was up there with Terror Squad, Source Magazine. It's a different feel. Like they breaking bread, you know. It's a different feel. So I think the Rucker Park, like, I had so many names up there every year. It's crazy. I got so many names, don't make no sense. But I think it all really started with the Rucker Park, then coming right behind with the Berry Farms, the street ball aspect. And I actually did a little street ball too, of making a couple of dollars. Like I did some street ball tours and never really went to the AND1 headquarters because I refuse to let somebody who I know is nowhere near better than me judge me to say, you can't get on this bus. I won't gonna let nobody humiliate me like that. So I definitely did the street ball thing, but I could just do it both ways. I was just blessed to do it real or play, and I could do it successfully both ways.
Mm-hmm. Well,
and I implement that into my game.
Yeah. What are some of the notable street ball tournaments that you played in around the country?
Man, basically just the Rucker and the Farms for real, but I just played against all the hitters though. Like I played against Kobe Bryant at the Rucker. I played in that game. I played against Baron Davis at the Rucker. I played against Skip to My Lou at the Rucker. Future. I played against a lot of the Jermaine O'Neal's. I encountered a lot of those NBA guys through my path through street ball, and I definitely did what I needed to do. Like those games like that, I couldn't sleep that night because I couldn't wait to really get my hands on those guys to let them know like I'm here too.
Right.
And along with the Farms, like and at the Farms, like I had Gilbert Arenas on me and Gilbert Arenas at the Farms. Okay. Like I played a lot of notable street ball games out here. Along like when AND1 come, we played DC versus New York. I was in those games.
And G Jones, I got to apologize to you too. So I don't know if you remember this, but we was on a team together and we played against the AND1 team. And and the game was actually the game was actually in my hometown, Alexandria, Virginia, at GW Middle School.
Okay.
And I remember Steve Francis provided us with our uniforms. We had the uniforms or whatever. And we played that game, and it was a good game all the way through. I remember you was killing out there, and I had a great game, and I was scoring a lot of points. Long story short, we're down by 2 points at the end of the game. We're down by 2 with about, I don't know, I say 7 seconds left on the clock. I get the ball on the right wing. Now I'm killing this dude named the Beast they had over there. The whole game. There's no way he should have been guarded. So I already knew in my mind, I'm going to take this shot. I'm going to make a move. I'm going to pull up for the 3. We're going to win the game, go, and then we're going to go to the pair house. But so I make a move. You in the right corner. Your man come over to help. I saw him come over. Now the right basketball play, which I knew was to kick it over to G Jones. It's a 99.9% chance you're going to knock down that corner 3 uncontested, and we win the game. But what did I do?
Kobe, you didn't shoot it.
I shot over 2 players, had to fade away and everything, and I missed it. and I remember as soon as I missed the shot, Greg walked over to me and was like,
"You was home though, baby. Hey, Kobe, you was home, Kobe. You was home. You deserve to take that shot. You was home, baby."
Yeah, but look, I remember you asked me, why didn't you pass it? and look, I ain't had no answer. I just said, I don't know.
Right.
I don't know. So I gotta apologize to you and whoever else was on our team that day, because there's no way.
Man, it's all good.
Okay.
It's all good.
Speaking of playing against pros, there's a rumor going around about it was a game at Erbo against a couple of professional basketball players. I think they played for Orlando at that time. Dennis Scott and Penny Hardaway.
Can I just do this, fellas, just one time?
Yeah, go ahead. I'm stepping away. Go ahead.
What?
What man?
Look, if you know, you know. Carry on, Fredo.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. So yeah, there's a rumor going around that you did some damage. Like I said, to a NBA All-Star at that time. You care to explain that situation?
Yeah, I can elaborate on that. I actually played 2 games that day because I was young. I was playing like the high school pro-am, and I was also playing in the pro game. So we playing against Dennis Scott. It was so many pros coming in that year, man. Like that's what we really need to get the city back to that. Like you walk in the urban quarters, you see Chris Webber, you see the Kimbe Mutombo, Manute Bowl. So Dennis Scott was down there. He was losing his mind every week he came down there. I was talking about 3 after
MPV.
3 after 3.
What was that van called? MPV.
Yeah.
He had an MPV.
Man. That man could shoot the strings off the ball. Yeah. So man, I think he 15 threes maybe easy. So I just caught him on a little switch on the outside. Threw the little kitchen sink at him. Crowd was a little crazy. So he told me, I got somebody for your ass next week. I'm bringing my man in here. So I ain't think nothing of it. I'm young as hell. I don't think nothing of it. Man, I'm talking the next week coming there. I'm talking about Shaq, Penny Hardaway. Man, them boys came with that gym. Standing room only. So like I said, I was a young guy. I didn't even start that game. So that finally got in the game. Just got some, do that stuff. What you say you're gonna do now? I'm nervous as hell though, because the anticipation is really real out there. True. So the crowd standing up, ooh, they sizing me up something crazy. I just caught Penn on the little island, man. Caught him on the island, man. Caught him out there BSing, man. He underestimated me, that's all.
Hand down, man.
But look, after the move, man, the man went baseline. I think he dunked on all 5 of us. He got everybody, man. We talking about young fella, this is the NBA. But like I said, like I talked to him a couple years after, after that, and it was felt good to me that he still remembered me though, man. And I talked to 3D. I talked to Dennis Scott a lot, so we always joke and laugh about that game. So that game right there really, that game really let me know like it's real. Like I think I can play with these guys.
Yes.
To some extent. Because like I said, I was so small. Them boys coming to game 6'9". Them boys tall. But it just gave me that confidence builder. Like, man, if I could do that to him, ain't nobody in high school or nowhere else can stand in front of this.
Nah, bro. So nobody's fucking with you like that.
So that's definitely a memorable time of my career that people talk to me to this day about, man. I just sit back and laugh about it.
Yeah, and Earl Tyson got Dennis Scott as well, man. I think Dennis Scott jumped out there, and that wasn't a good.
Man, it was a lot of us, man. That's our crew, man. Me, Earl, 2, Black Mo, Vic, man. Man, we should just, man, go court to court. I don't care where you playing at. We got our 5, run and shoot, wherever they playing at, man. And we practice against each other like that. That was the question was asked earlier about like my hardest competition in high school. That was my hardest competition, playing with those guys every day, because all of us had that ball movement, that 2K movement. Like, man, damn, where you get that one from? Yeah. So man, that was my toughest competition. Like my hoop friends, man, because we did it so much. Tutu had a little he had a little station wagon back there, man. We used to pack up in that thing like the Flintstones, man. Just go to court and be playing, man. Right, we lived at the run and shoot, man. 9 a.m., man, 9 a.m. all day.
Yes, sir.
So that was my toughest competition, man. Messing with those boys all day.
Yeah, they all can boogie. Yeah. But back to that move against Penny. I remember I was there. I was sitting in the front row in the bleachers behind the basket on the side where you hit him with the move. And I just remember how electric the crowd was that day. And then when you hit him with the move, like everybody, I thought it was like a stampede, like people running off the bleachers.
On the court.
Yeah, on the court, man.
Come on, man.
It was crazy. And just to expand on your point, you was like, I didn't know Penny remembered me. Well, I can assure you that he remembered you because that following year, because I think the year you hit him with the move was 95. The following year, 96, is when I met Penny for the first time. We knew each other pretty well, and I was working out with him out in Memphis. And we just was talking, and we was talking about DC basketball. Then he just got this frustrated look on his face, like he got mad. But so he was talking about, man, I ain't never going back and playing no game out there no more. Cause man, people go crazy. Somebody hit you with a move, they go crazy, man. And I was like, I ain't even gonna say nothing. I was just saying, be quiet. I ain't gonna let you know my man.
That's DC basketball, man. That's DC basketball.
Absolutely.
That's DC basketball.
Absolutely. And another memorable moment I remember, we played y'all in the Herb Bowl. I was playing for Mr. Bates, Executive 3 team, and it was in the playoffs. I had a point guard on my team that was like in his second year in the NBA, Eric Strickland. He played for the Dallas Mavericks.
Little strong left hand Eric Strickland, right?
Yeah, he came from University of Nebraska and was
little strong
guy.
He's
kind of stocky. Yeah. So before the game started, because Eric Strickland is known as a great defender, like he bones up. So before the game started, I told him, I said, don't push up on him, give him a little room. He like, man, I know what I'm doing, man. I do this. I play D. I do this. I was like, all right, I'm just trying. I was like, I know you're not from around here. And when people not from the DC area, they just don't know about they just don't know about all the spice we got in our moves, right?
Heads up.
I'm like, G Jones, when you talk about the moves, he's at the top of the food chain. So I'm trying to warn him, I'm like, give him some room. Don't push up on him too hard. So he didn't listen. And I go on to say that Greg hit this man at one point. I thought Eric's Achilles was torn. I thought he had a torn ACL. I mean, he had this dude sliding all over the court, and we called a timeout. And I look at him and said, "I told you." Hey, he was pissed off. But I remember that like it was yesterday.
Yeah, he was. I definitely know you talking about that little strong, little tough little guy, man.
Yeah.
What you talking about?
But
the body, Kobe, the body count so high, man. Everybody got this thing, man.
Yeah. Hey, look, you almost got me with it, but the basketball guys was looking out for me. It was my man set a pick and the point guard called switch. It was at the Herb Bowl. I'm on the island. Everybody get on their feet, start making noise. And I was having a whole conversation with myself, like, just look at his waist. Don't look at nothing else. Just follow the waist.
Right.
Don't get fucked up out of here. Then at one point I said, this is some bullshit. And then you hit me with the move, you hit a cross, and some kind of way the ball hit the tip of your foot and rolled out of bounds. I was like, woo.
You saved by the bell, huh, big dog? Saved by the bell.
Saved by the bell.
GWIZ, let me ask you this.
Okay.
Do you really understand how good you was, bro? Do you really sit back and marinate on that shit? Like, man,
I really don't. Look, and I really don't. And I just, like I said, I appreciate the love I get through the city and through the different places I go to. But I think it's kind of hard for you to see it yourself. Like that's like me, like going to the game and looking at somebody who I idolize probably coming up. It's like, damn, mesmerized type thing like that. But I get that a lot though, man. I'm just blessed by God to have that gift of talent to make people appreciate what I brought to the table.
Yeah.
So being
I
that
don't know.
good,
I don't look at myself as that. I promise you. My kids don't even. They don't care nothing about me. My
Shoot,
son look
nah.
at me like I'm crazy. My daughter don't care. I'm a daddy.
Nah.
I'm just a regular old Joe to them.
Hey, bro, you
But look,
was a problem, man.
Look, when we go to different places, Dad, why you done spoke 5 people that spoke to you? I'm trying to tell you. I just always tell my son that. My son
Nah,
played ball at well, man. He was pretty good, man. He at
That's-
Marshall University now.
he's at
Yep.
Marshall University
Yeah.
in West Virginia.
Yep.
That's what's
Yep.
up,
He's at
man.
Marshall
That's what's
University.
up.
And my daughter's at St. John's running track. She made first team. No, I'm sorry. She made honorable mention all Met in the 200 and 400 track and field.
That's
So my
awesome.
kids, they doing their thing, man.
That's what's up, man. That is what's up.
Yep.
I like to hear stuff like that because I seen a couple of videos where you was training your son and stuff like that,
Yeah.
man. Heck, I did not know he was at Marshall, man. So he putting in work.
Man.
I'm gonna check. Yeah, I'm
Nah,
checking.
but see the thing is, like we talked about a while ago. Everybody's path, everybody have a dream, but it's not for everybody's path.
Right.
So I was always telling them, man, like if you're not really putting like this shit ain't easy, man. You got to work. You got to work. So he's fine. He's a good student down there, and he's satisfied with it. He could have been better in basketball if he just applied himself. But
Right.
I don't force him because we didn't have the same upbringing. Like I didn't care if he played. I played enough ball for me, you, and 30 more generations of Joneses.
Yeah.
Like
It is.
you don't have to play because your dad played. And I explain that to him all the time. It's no pressure.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
So G, it's been a lot of debate on ESPN and other channels like that talking about who has the best handles of all time in the NBA. And you hear people like Isaiah Thomas and Kyrie Irving, of course, but I always felt that DC was the mecca of ball handling. So I want to hear from your mouth, who's your top 5 ball handlers out of the DC area?
In the league or just period?
Period.
Who played in the league or just period?
No, just period.
That's a hard one right there, Cole. I ain't gonna lie to you. I can give, because like I said, man, I grew up around a lot of guys who can play some ball, man.
Right.
And like they had what I had, but they just chose another path.
Right.
But like maybe the people like you can't leave out that damn Earl Tyson, that Pep Tyson.
No, you cannot. Shout out to Pep.
Yes, sir.
Polish over Polish and T-Roy over there watch side.
I heard about him, man.
Yep.
Yeah, Polish and T-Roy, man. Both of them had that thing.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna say, like, man, even for me, that damn Lonnie Harrell, man. Lonnie Harrell got bodies out here, man.
Yeah,
he
got
do.
some bodies out here. There's a
He
lot of
do.
guys. There's a lot of guys who had some handle. Like, with me coming up, everybody was talking Melvin Milton. So I'm getting the chance to really see him. So damn, yeah, he got that thing. Like, it's a lot of guys who had that thing, but it wasn't like mine. I think I really 2K. I think I really 2K'd this thing for real. Like when 2K came out, like all that other, it was some basic joints out here. My shit wasn't no basic joint though.
Mm-hmm.
Nah, bro.
So everybody had their little shifty movement, but my shit was just a little different though, man.
Yeah,
it was different.
Yeah. Let me tell you my top 5, and of course you have a little wider scope than I do because my basketball career wasn't as
Let me
wide
hear
as
this
you.
right here. Let me hear this right here.
Yes, sir.
So just the people that I saw and played with, or whatever the case may be. I got you, Moochie, Steve Francis, Jason Mascari, and Treon Ridges.
Jason,
you hit the hammer. Hey, I can't debate none of that. You hit the hammer on the nail. It's just so many. I don't want to leave anybody out. I just kind of freestyle off the top of my head. But everybody who you named right there had that yo-yo. Everybody.
Yeah.
Yes, they did.
Yep.
Yes.
I just wish people knew.
That black ass tree arm, man. Woo.
Shout out to Treons, my man.
Hey, that Jason Muscuri, woo!
Yes.
Them boys gonna move something.
Oh, look, let me tell you a story about Muscari. So this is why I warned my man Strickland. So I just took what happened to me and didn't want it to happen to nobody else. We playing in the AAU tournament, and I'm guarding Muscari. My man Travis Lyons is like, he got that voice. Hey, Kobe, back up off him. Back up off him.
Right.
Don't push up. So I was like, man, go ahead, Travis. I got this.
Mm-hmm.
Man, Muscari hit me with something. Next thing I know, I was doing a push-up on the floor. We was at Central High School.
He got them big ass hands, man.
Yep.
He got them. He moving that thing. He got them big ass hands.
Yeah. He can pat that thing.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
I just wish people gave DC the respect for street ball. Yeah. That the Urban Coalition, Kennedy League. I mean, that was appointment summertime, right? And I really wish we could get it back there. And we talking about Dunbar before Dunbar was renovated. The high school was renovated. So we're talking about a small gym, bleachers on all four corners. And I mean that I'm in high school. I'm in the 10th and 11th grade, just getting my license, and I'm driving out to DC with paper directions, right? Won't no cell phone, none of that. But the atmosphere, I remember, that's why I said the MPV. I remember the truck, Dennis Scott, it was like purple. It was a weird color. I remember Lawrence Moten. Everybody remembers the What Man. I don't know if he's still, pray he's still alive, but he was a legend. And we only hear about this in Rucker Park, how big Rucker Park is, I just wish that would come back to this area, because I think the young kids would definitely
Say cool, real talk. The hot dogs and lemonade, legendary at the
absolutely, say cool.
Oh man, hot dogs and lemonade all day.
You already know cool. All right.
Well, me and Special Bill, man, we've been trying to put something together, man. Yeah, so I think maybe next summer, man, we got a little trick up our sleeve to try to bring something. It's not gonna be. I don't think it's never gonna be another Herbo, but something like the same type of environment, type of DC basketball field.
Right.
It's gonna be tough,
bro.
It's gonna be tough to match that one right there.
Yeah,
it's gonna be tough to match the Herbo.
I put the Herbo against any league around the country. I put the Herbo up against any summer league.
That was absolutely special, man. That was absolutely
so we gotta get for real. We gotta get some of these guys who like making it like to just come back home. Like, we need you here though. And not saying like a lot of these guys get to the NBA and get Hollywood on us, but man, bring it back home. Like the Brunson, I go to the Brunson every year, and like Will Barton does a nice job at the Brunson, like representing Baltimore. Like, man, you can go shake his hand. He's gonna buy you a soda. He's gonna pop popcorn with you. He right there. It's just a hands-on feel of like, damn, this nigga in the league and he here. We just gotta get that feel right back to the city. Like the guys who make these need to come on back down. I don't think it'd be hard to do. It's just like back then, everybody came back home.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. GWIZ, I got to ask you a couple of questions, and you got to give one word to best describe it, okay? Just one word.
Let's go.
Moochie Norris.
Killer.
Kurt Smith.
One word.
One word. If you got to go past one, man, look at it. You the special guest, bro. So if you got to go past it.
Mentor to me.
Gary Tutu Johnson.
My man.
My brother.
Whew.
Brother. Bloodline.
Underrated too. Most underrated point guard from DC, in my opinion.
Absolutely.
Yeah,
absolutely. Earl Pep Tyson. Shout out to Pep.
Shake and bake. I can't give you one word with these guys, man. Okay,
and this all good, bro. This your show tonight. Steve Francis.
Okay. Brother.
Lonnie Harrell.
Prime Objective.
Hey.
Miles Ross.
Snapper Jones.
Yeah.
I'm gonna throw this back at this is a throwback right here. I think you know this guy pretty well. Lyndon DeBola.
Leonard DeBella.
Lyndon DeBella. Apologize on
DeBella.
that.
The Black Mamba.
DC or DMV?
Hey.
No, after that, what I just said, you go ahead and explain that, bro. Go ahead.
Now I was just saying, I don't know if y'all know, but Black had a massive stroke a while ago too. So keep me y'all prayers. Yeah,
Absolutely.
He doing a lot. He's doing a lot better, man. But man, like Black, he helped me so much, man. Like taking me to the Salvation Army, telling me, man, shoot the ball on that line right there on the wall. Make sure that ball hit that line every time. That's to perfect your shot, though. That's why I call him. He my Black Mamba. I call him Black Mamba right now, but let's just keep him in our prayers. He out the hospital and everything now. He's doing a little better, but that's my man.
Yeah, I heard about. I used to hear Kurt Smith talk about him all the time and stuff like that. Like he's one of the best. And I had to do my research on him. I was like, oh my God, he's a bad mama jammer, man. Oh my God.
With no 3-point line.
No, not at all. Not at all.
No
Man. I saw something today where I think he scored like 63 points in one game. He had a couple of 60-point games. I was like,
he showed me a news article when he was at UDC. I think it was Michael Jordan. I think it was Michael Jordan. All of them was on some Olympics team. He was like the last cut though. He was like the last cut. So like him and like JoJo Hunter, man, them my goats right there. Them my OG goats. JoJo Hunter and that Black DeBella.
Gosh, man. DC or DMV?
DMV.
There it is.
Backyard,
Northeast, or RE. And then I'm done.
Don't do that.
You already know. I'm waiting for it.
BYB, baby.
That UPT, huh? All right, I got you.
That ain't no debate.
I just want to put that on record, fam.
Mm-hmm.
It's on record. Yeah, it's on record.
Yes, sir.
Mm-hmm.
What about Sherman Douglas?
Oh, good question.
Sherman was he was a pillar in Washington D.C. too. Like I played against Sherman. Like I said, I was a younger guy at the Urban Coalition, so I never really I can't say I never really played against him, but I was like Sherman was Sherman, and I was just a young guy trying to find my way. Mm-hmm. So Sherman is definitely an icon in Washington D.C. too, as well.
Okay.
You love that Syracuse.
Yes, you did.
Yeah.
When the Cuse is in the house, oh my God.
Yeah.
The only reason, look, this is the realest thing I'm gonna say tonight. The only reason I did not forego my senior year because I wanted to be there for Lawrence Moten's senior year was because in 1994, Syracuse was $33,000 a year, and I was like, that's chump change now in college money talk.
Right.
So $33,000. I was like, yeah, no, I'm not gonna. I'm gonna just go ahead to VCU down in Richmond. So
right.
Yeah.
And usually Mills, she like a team based on if she think the coach is cute. So I guess you think Boeheim was cute.
I mean, for an old ball white
ball
man,
spot, right?
No, that won't it.
All right.
Oh, she like that orange. She like that orange crush.
I like that orange crush.
Sir. Yeah. Fredo, let me get G Jones some rapid fire questions.
Let's get it.
I got 5 rapid fire questions. I'm gonna say 2 names or 2 things. You got to pick one or the other. All right. Executive 3 or Team Assault. Gotcha. Executive 3 or Team Assault. My man.
Executive 3.
That's right. Urbo or the Goodman League.
Urban Coalition.
Georgetown or University of Maryland.
Georgetown.
Jordan or LeBron.
Who? Jordan.
Hey.
I like the fact you had to think about
Yeah, to
it.
think about that, man. You scared me for
I
a
like
minute.
the fact that you did that.
There it is, right there.
Hold on, got what?
Wait, what?
You know,
What
you
showing
already
us?
know. He got them J's on. Yes,
we
sir.
ain't say the greatest shoe of all
I
time.
see it.
That Kobe, that too.
I know.
Yeah.
I
And
know. Hey, that's
my last one. Kurt Smith or Charles Smith?
Oh.
Smitty's.
Kurt Smith.
Yeah.
Man, Kurt, yeah, people don't know, man.
They don't.
Man, people don't know. Like me and Kurt, we played in this minor league called the IBL, man. And, we was in Des Moines, Iowa. So look, I'm down there playing. Kurt was overseas. Kurt was somewhere, man. This man called me, talking about, man, nephew. He called me nephew. Nephew, I'm ready to come down there with y'all. I'm talking about the whole city shut down, man. Man, Kurt Smith from Drake is coming back to Des Moines, man. It was mayhem, man. It was crazy. That man came all the way down there, kept my crazy head in line, because I'm down there with my DC mentality. We were down there, won the whole IBL championship, man. And that got us jobs. Man. That was for me to go to Israel and play, for me to go to Greece and play, for me to play in the D League. He opened so many doors for me to keep my mind always in the game. Nephew, you can't do that, man. Come on, we gotta work out. Come on, man. Come and get your ass in this hot tub, man. I don't know all that shit, man. So that's why I love Kurt and Smitty, but I just had more time with Kurt on and off the court.
Shout out to Kurt.
Yeah, man.
Greg,
Hey.
what's the DC mentality? I think I know, but shit with our listeners right now.
I don't know. It's so many different ones, man. Can't nobody tell us nothing.
Arrogant.
We know it all. Man, who is that dude? Who is the dude?
Mm-hmm.
It's all about us. So
yeah, that's kind of what I thought.
It's good to have it in a basketball mentality, but a lot of times it don't take you in real life mentality.
That's a word.
So we gotta change the narrative of that. Just, man, it's big for everybody, but it's bigger than you. It's bigger than us. Because you got somebody in Alabama working just as hard as you.
Right.
Somebody in Ohio working just as hard as you. Basketball's too many jobs out here right now. So you gotta be humble and stick to your craft.
Yes, sir.
GWIZ, who would you say the best basketball player that ever came out of DC?
We just talked about him. To me, I think it's that Leonard DeBella, for real.
There it is.
I think it's that Leonard DeBella, man.
Big.
That like, and no knock on people, because it's a lot of people got little talk shows on Facebook and little quotes they put on Facebook, and I hear them, I see them, I hear them, but people just really, man, the era that, like, I knew Black for me being young, and I can't really speak on people like way before me, and they do, so I can't really speak on like what people did in the 70s or the 60s and all that type of stuff. I can only speak on what I seen, and there wasn't nobody like that Black Mamba.
Yeah,
Leonard DeBella.
Last question for you, G. If you, including yourself, if you could take a 10 to any notorious basketball city in the country to bump against, I don't care if you're in New York, Philly, Cali, wherever, who would your 10 be? Who would you take with you? The 9 other players besides yourself that you taking with you.
Are you going?
Hey.
Oh.
Hey, you make the call. You know I'm coming.
There it is.
Okay.
There it is.
So for me, I'm sticking to my 90s era. I'm going my 90s era, man. Like you, Damon Owens, the Moochie Norths, the Tutus, the Peps, the Victor Pays, the Mike Gills, the Kurt Smiths, the Big Butterbean Peters. I'm going my 90s era, man. Mike Powell. I'm going with that era right there, man.
Big.
That's amazing.
Right there.
You see how
it is no, like I say, it's no knock on like people before us though. I just think, man, that shit was stiff, man. We wasn't doing no stiff shit though. Wasn't playing basketball stiff.
Nah,
Yeah.
bro.
Yeah.
So we moving that thing around, man.
Yeah, it was on straight automatic back then, champ. Yeah, I witnessed it.
Yeah.
It really was. It's like we just flashy in the DMV, just real flashy with it, real arrogant. And like you said, it's good to have that mentality when you step on the court, when you step on the field. I'm an educator from 9 to 5, so I tell my students, you know, don't ever come to the game thinking you're gonna lose. But it is a different mentality when you have to spin it for real life. So I appreciate you sharing that.
Absolutely. All right, GWIZ, you got a couple of minutes with us. We're gonna go ahead and go through our picks right quick in terms of our NFL picks, man. Y'all ready to rock and roll?
I ain't feeling so confident.
Let's do it. Give me 1 second, guys. Y'all go ahead, rap.
Mm-hmm.
Kobe, I need to come out the dungeon this week. I don't know.
Oh no, I heard you moved up the list. I'm hoping I ain't in the dungeon.
I may have moved up one notch. I wasn't ready for the Bills to lose.
Look, there it is. Week 1, Kobe. Look at it. Kobe won.
Oh shit.
There it is. Kobe in the lead. Mills in third. There it is.
Yeah, follow me on FanDuel. Give me 10% of your winners. Just fuck with me.
There it is, right there, guys. All right, bear me for 1 second. Let's get it. We pulling it up right now, G Jones, special guest. All right, let's get it right quick. Quick rapid fire. Week 4 picks. You already know what time it is. All right, game 1, Dolphins at Bengals. I'm going with Dolphins.
Bengals.
All right.
Ooh.
All right. Game 2, Vikings at Saints. I'm going with Vikings.
Vikings.
All right, bet. Game 3, Seahawks and Lions. I'm going with the Lions.
Detroit.
I like the Lions this year. I don't know.
The Lions
Yeah, man, they love playing for that coach, man. All right, game 4, Jets at the Steelers. I'm going with the Jets.
Steelers.
Going with the Jets.
Come on, Greg.
Steelers.
All right, GWIZ. All right, game 5, Bears at the Giants. I'm going with the Giants.
I'm gonna say Chicago.
Giants.
Game 6, Titans and Colts. I'm going with the Colts.
Titans.
That's a bumbo right there, man. It's a bumbo.
All right, game 7, Chargers at the Texans. I'm going with the Chargers.
Is that quarterback back yet?
Last week. Let's go with the Chargers.
Hey, is Justin Herbert playing?
Yeah,
Is there's the quarterback playing?
Game 8, Browns at the Falcons. I'm going with the Falcons.
I'm gonna say Browns. I don't know. I'm just gonna say Browns.
The Browns.
Browns.
Cowboys at the Commanders. All right, man. I ain't stupid. I'm going with the
DC for
Cowboys.
life.
I can't even say the words out my mouth, so I'm just gonna be quiet.
Everybody, he's saying Cowboys. Eagles.
Game 10, Jaguars are Eagles. I'm going with the Eagles.
Too easy,
Eagles.
Back. What you got, Mills?
Eagles.
All right. Game 11, Bills at the Ravens.
My goodness.
Quote the Ravens, nevermore. Ravens.
Jackson game. The Jackson game. Y'all know
Sorry,
man.
Kobe. Going back to the Bills.
Who you got,
They
GWIZ?
learned their lesson.
Baltimore.
All right. Game 12, Cardinals at the Panthers. I'm going with the Panthers.
Arizona.
Game 13, Broncos at the Raiders. All right, man, come on, Raiders, you're 0-3. Raiders will pick up their first win.
I'm going to give it to the Raiders. They need to win.
GWIZ said Broncos.
Raiders trying to get a win.
All right, game 14, Patriots at the Packers. Aaron Rodgers all day long. Packers.
Yeah, Packers.
Green Bay.
They boosted it this week. They boosted it.
There it is. Game 15. Kansas City Chiefs at Buccaneers.
Goodness.
I'm going with the Chiefs.
I'm gonna go with the Chiefs.
Chiefs.
Game 16. Rams at the 49ers. I'm going with the Rams.
Rams.
There it is.
Ooh, it was some
It's
tough
gonna
picks
be
in there.
some good games.
There it is right there, man. There
Shout
it is
out
right
DJ
there.
Pooch. Shout out Tam. What up?
Yes, yes, absolutely. Uptown all day, every day, baby.
Is that our Tammy Addison? That's not.
Yep.
It is.
Oh wow, that's what's up, man.
Right.
Wow, that's a throwback right there.
Hey.
Yeah, absolutely. Hey, GWIZ, look, let me tell you something, man. Look here, we had to bring you on here, man, because we wanted to give you your roses, bro. We love you, we respect you, man, and you one of the best basketball. GWIZ and left.
He hung up on us.
It's all good.
Look,
Man, connection,
we try to be nice.
He said, man, I'm out, man. For
I'm
real.
out, man.
I know that's right, man. All right, Kobe, get us up out of here, champ.
Look, thank you for viewing the No Cap Sports Show podcast tonight. We appreciate your support. This was a great show.
GWIZ right there.
Shout out
Hold
to
on. Hold up. Bring
Is he
GWIZ back in
Is
here,
he
man.
back? Hold up.
Yeah, he right there. Yeah, hold up. Yeah,
there you
we
go.
got
Bruh, what
Wait,
you doing?
I was giving you your flowers, man. I was like, man, he just got rid of us just like that.
Nah. I pushed the wrong button. I went to the chat button and the joint hung up.
I was like, well, damn, man. Nah, bro. Like I said,
I'm here.
No, we like I said, bro, we love you. We appreciate you, bro. We want to give you your flowers, man, because you are definitely one of the best basketball players that ever came out the DC area /DMV, man. And yeah, you was like that, bro. And if anybody ain't tell you was good, you was great. So we wanted to put that out there in the atmosphere, man.
Yeah, you
Thank
were
you for
a
having
great
me.
guest, Greg. Thank you for coming on.
Yeah.
Thank you for having me, guys.
Absolutely, man. We
Yeah,
appreciate you,
bro. Salute.
See y'all.
All right, we out, peeps. We'll see you next Wednesday, same bad time, same bad station.
Yes, sir.